Welcome to Modesto Area Spotlight.
Hi everybody, welcome to Spotlight on Modesto. I'm Brad Johnson from the community radio station 93.3 FM, and I've come downstairs to My TV 26. And tonight, our guests in the studio are the successful businesswomen. We're going to hear about other successful businesswomen in Modesto and their stories, and it'll be a chance for you to find out more about your community and see how My TV 26 can help your organization. Okay, we're broadcasting live on 93.3 KPHD LP Modesto. I'm Brad Johnson. I'll be your host for the next hour or so. We're going to interview community business leaders who happen to be women. Is there a more official way to say the name of the organization?
We are Successful Women Networking.
Oh, so I got a little distracted by the delay. Go ahead and say that again, please.
We are Successful Women Networking.
Okay, and then tell me about that organization a little bit.
We've been around for probably, maybe 15 years. We get together monthly and get to know each other so that we can, when we go out into the community, be able to better be sales women for each other's businesses. Mm-hmm. So you might come across somebody that says, oh, I got this sore back, and they say, I know someone. I've got a massage therapist in a networking group that I've grown to know, like, and trust, and I can get you information.
I understand, okay. Yeah. Well, tell me how you fit into the organization.
I'm a massage therapist.
Okay.
I do massage therapy. I'm going into my 15th year. I'm in Turlock, born and raised in Modesto. I'm on the wellness team for the USGA, so I do yearly massage therapy for players and caddies all over the United States.
So sports
yeah.
Sports medicine, sports therapy?
Sports therapy,
yeah. I see. And where do you operate?
Out of practice in Turlock.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in the same location in Janeiro Plaza for 14 years.
And what are some of the things that...
modalities that I specialize in? Everyone's familiar with Swedish. I also do acupressure trigger point. I do reflexology, work in the hands and feet. Acupressure facial massage. I get into some myofascial work, which is the sports. I use the hot stones and also cupping.
And what age groups?
I start out with pregnancy massage, then take it through infancy, and my oldest client is under 2.
So that's the entire life cycle from
right.
Before to after.
That's a complete circle.
All right, okay. And you've been doing that for quite a while?
Yeah, in June it'll be 15 years, and then I've started to specialize into some health and wellness products as well.
Do you have a brick and mortar location?
I do.
Where's that at?
It's in the Janeiro Plaza at 430 Crane, Suite 104 in Turlock.
Okay, maybe somebody wants to call and go ahead and call us your telephone number.
It's area code 209-402-4884. My website is turlockmassage.massagetherapy.com.
One more time?
turlockmassage.massagetherapy.com.
Okay, great. Well, go ahead and introduce yourself to me one more time so the audience can write that down.
Cynthia with Therapeutic Bodywork at area code 209-402-4884.
Are there any other nonprofit organization or events that are coming up that you might want to mention to the audience?
Let's see. Next week we've got our next weekly meeting. That'll be on Wednesday at Family Bistro, and that'll be at 11:45. If anyone wants to come out and join us, I'd be happy to pay for their lunch.
Hey, that's quite an offer.
We've got an event coming up in Turlock with Jessica's House, so you can go to jessicashouse.com, look up their event. It's a nonprofit grieving counseling that's free to the public for kids and adults that have lost siblings, parents. We've got that event coming up next week. United Way, you can go to unitedway.org on their special events committee and help out with events. They do a big fundraiser called Power the Purse. Great fundraiser for literacy in our community. Another group is the American Association of University Women. And they raise money for scholarships for science camps.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Well, we're here at the Scott Business Complex today.
Nice.
Well, we have
Had a great tour. Lovely facility.
We have a community television, MyTV 26. We have a community radio station in the building, 93.3. We also have a non-profit teen recording studio upstairs, Modesto Sound, which is very popular.
Nice.
And it's produced a lot of great records and songs that we've played on the radio station. We also have a new project with Modesto Sound called Roots, where they've recorded people's stories about living in California, and that's going to debut at the downtown library next month.
Nice.
So we're creating local media and connecting with the culture here in the Scott Business Complex. We're on East 70 Avenue buying Jack in the Box off of Santa Barbara. So.
And do you have a website?
We do have a website, but it's in flux. Maybe Jay can. Which is the correct website to give out for the
mytv26.tv.
mytv26.tv, and the radio station is at valleymedia.org. Modestosound.org is also one of the in the building, and then there may be one other community radio station coming into the building in the future. So it's a good synergy for the community, and we're trying to fill the void left by the corporations that have all the radio stations and kind of moved out of town.
Perfect. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much, and it was great connecting with you here
Yes,
at MyTV 26.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we're back live on the radio on 93.3 FM here in Modesto at KPHD. We're in the public access TV station here, cable TV channel 26. It's the community's channel on the cable system in Modesto and other areas around here. Unfortunately, the county cable company, Charter Cable, decided to take public access off, but they put the golf channel on instead, but they don't do anything about Modesto on that channel, so I don't think anybody really watches that. But we're going to try to make up for it with our TV station here and the radio station. I'm Brad Johnson from upstairs at the community radio station. I've got another member of the community here. Now, you're another woman business owner, right, from the network. So tell me your name and introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay, I'm Reverend Sharon Lundgren, and I'm a psychic counselor here in the community. I'm a pastor at National Federation of Spiritual Science Church called the Creative Life Center, and we practice Christian mysticism, and we help people develop their psychic and healing gifts, as well as we provide counseling for people who want to get a psychic reading and find out wonderful things are in the future.
Well, that sounds pretty interesting. Do you want to tell me a little more about what that's like?
Well, what we do is we hold an object that belongs to someone, a ring or keys, and we read the energy off of it. So we get psychic impressions, we can get feelings, get visions, or sometimes we hear sounds, and that's how we read for somebody. And a lot of people, they talk about psychics reading thoughts, but they don't. They actually hear them psychically. And so we teach people how to do it, and then we also do it for them.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And is that a regular yearly class, or?
Well, I try to teach a series of the classes yearly. We do have a credential program where people can get certified to become psychic counselors and practice in our church and do readings.
So tell me some of the interesting things that have come across in your line of work.
Oh, well, you meet a whole variety of people.
Okay.
We have a lot of people too that have come in the past from the Bay Area and lots of interesting backgrounds, and it's fantastic to read for people. You learn all kinds of things. Sometimes people are easy to read for because they're open and they use it as a counseling session. But other people, they come in there like, I dare you to read me, and then they play like a guessing game. They want you to just guess things, but it's not. It's actually a counseling session, and so they come there and they just want somebody to help them to intuit what they need to do. A lot of times people have the answers already within them. They just need somebody else to help them bring it out.
Mm-hmm. So has there been some interesting experiences, some revelations in the process?
Well,
things that are still a mystery, maybe?
Well, this is kind of humorous, actually. I had someone come to me for a reading, a man, and I kept seeing him in a wedding dress. And so I told him, I keep seeing you in a wedding dress. And I don't understand what that means. And he laughed and he said that he liked to cross-dress. And that's why I was seeing that. And so that's probably the most humorous thing that I can think of that I picked up reading. One time my mom was reading for someone who was an older, middle-aged woman, and she saw her pregnant. And the lady said, no, I'm done having children, no more children. So she argued with my mom, but then 3 weeks later she called my mom and said, guess what, I'm pregnant. Wow. So that was amazing.
So if somebody wanted to find out more, is there a website, or you have a phone
Well, we
number?
have a Facebook page, the Creative Life Center, or you can look up my personal page, Sharon Well, it's actually under Sharon Nyman.
Okay. Do you want to give out your phone number?
No.
No? Okay, all right. We're not a big station, it might not reach anybody. But,
Okay.
but it's okay. So go ahead and give the website out one more time.
Okay, on Facebook, it's the Creative Life Center, or you can go to my personal page, which is Sharon Nyman, and the last name spelled Niman.
And is there any schedule of upcoming events? That
Yeah, we usually try to have that on the Facebook, post on the Facebook page, and we post events regularly that we have classes.
How about other nonprofit events that are coming up on your calendar that you might want to promote?
Usually we just have our church services and we have our classes, and then we have, in the middle of the week, we have our healing and prayer session.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for coming down to the TV station and sharing with us.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. So, go ahead and introduce yourself to me and our audience.
I am Linda Brown. I'm co-owner of First Class Legals, legal document preparation in Modesto. We offer attorney support services and services for those people who can't afford an attorney or who don't need an attorney.
So what kind of people would fall into that category? Well, I can understand the can't afford an attorney part pretty easily.
Well, like if they have a divorce and it's agreeable and they're not going to be fighting over everything, then they don't need an attorney really.
They just need some guidance on how to
Just
complete the process.
And to get the forms through the court system.
And I'd imagine that's pretty big,
Yeah.
big demand for that.
Yeah. I've been doing it in my own business since 2008. I've been in the field for like 40 years.
What are some of the other reasons that people would need guidance in the law but not need the services of it, or be able to afford the attorney?
Well, some people are okay going to court by themselves and they're okay talking for themselves. If they're just uncomfortable going and having to talk.
Sure,
in front
that's
of
a
the judge,
very intimidating process.
Right. And then in that way, sometimes we prepare the papers for them and then at the last minute they will retain an attorney to go just to the court hearing.
More efficiently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That way they have someone there for them.
So, where's your business? Do you guys have brick and mortar or?
Right now we're located at 418 13th Street between D and E.
Across from?
It's between D and E, which is toward the Yosemite, if you're going toward Yosemite Drive, Yosemite Avenue.
Kind of by the DMV?
Yeah,
Okay.
that end of 13th. Yeah.
And then, how would people get a hold of you? Do you have a phone number or website?
We have a phone number, it's 209-529-7254. We do have a website, it's 1ST, like first, 1STClasslegals.com. And on that website, it shows everything that we are able to help you out with.
Oh, that's good.
We do divorces, we could do civil, small claims, unlawful detainers.
What about landlord stuff?
We do that, yep.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
That's the unlawful
a
detainer.
lot of rent rent increases going on. Are you familiar with that part of the law? How much can they raise your rent in a single?
Well, that part I don't know.
I'm getting that from a lot of other people I interview that the landlord called me and said they're going to just arbitrarily raise the rent $300. And
Seems like there is some type of law.
yeah, there ought to be because it's.
But we they bring us in the facts and we prepare the paperwork and get it through.
How about other nonprofit events that are going on that you might want to mention?
I do belong to Stanislaus County Legal Professionals Association, which is a nonprofit. We have a meeting on the second Wednesday of each month, and that's for people who are in the legal field or who want to get in the legal field. It's a chance for networking and educational. We have educational seminars occasionally. We have ethic programs about once a year, maybe twice a year, for those who need ethic credits.
I understand.
And we hold several little functions during the year.
That's great. That's great. There's an election coming up right around the corner. Do you have any favorite horses in that race that's coming up?
And the Kentucky Derby.
It's only a Modesto Derby. But there are a lot of horses.
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about while you're here at the TV station?
No, just if anyone needs any help or knows anyone that needs any help.
Well, that's great because
we also have a Facebook page, First Class Legals. So,
That's great. Okay, well, thank you for being on the radio and the TV at the same time. I know it's double duty,
Thank you.
but it's great to have you come by the TV station here in
Thanks.
Modesto. Okay? All right, well, I'm going to play some more Muddy Waters, and then we'll find somebody else here in the community to talk to.
Okay.
Introduce yourself to the audience one more time.
I'm Linda Brown with First Class Legals Legal Document Preparation and Attorney Support Services.
And the phone number?
209-529-7254.
Fade Muddy Waters down, and we're going to go back to some more community interviews. This is Brad Johnson from the community TV station, and we're here at My TV 26 in Modesto on Yosemite. And I have found another member from the community. And tell me about the name of the organization again, because I can't. It's a tongue twister for me. It's the Women's
Successful Business Women's. There's something on the end of that.
Successful Business Women's Group.
Group. That's what I was missing.
It needs an acronym, some kind of like
I just
WHAM
think
or
of
something.
them as SBWs.
Okay.
Oh, Successful Business Women.
Yes, SBW.
I think it's a great idea. A great idea for solidarity.
It is a great
So,
deal, and the ladies that we meet with are fabulous, every single one of them. We have a great time twice a month.
Speak up. My microphone's really small.
Oops! Yes, it's really a great group of ladies, and they've actually been meeting for a long time. I don't know how long, because I've only been in the group for about 2 years, but I love every one of them, and it's a great meeting. I'm a big fan of networking,
Mm-hmm.
so I do a lot of it.
Perfect. So go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, I'm Kimmer Sue with Vision Graphics, Printing and Graphic Design, and we do, by the name of it, printing and graphic design. Basically, I have been doing graphic design for almost 30 years, and
So before computers?
No.
No?
I'm
Before affordable computers?
I'm right on the cusp of right when they moved from being hand stripping. Sorry, that's a technical term. Doing the artwork by hand, and they moved to computers. Right then is when I started. It's amazing.
Wow.
But that's been almost 30 years ago. Can you believe it?
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes.
A lot of changes. So, and just doing that has really made me passionate about small business. So that's where our business is aimed at, is helping other small businesses find more visibility.
Well, that's great. And you've been in this area this time?
For the last 15 years.
And what are some of the challenges of doing business in this area?
To be honest, there's a mindset in Modesto of scarcity. And we need to change that because it doesn't exist. There is always enough. And if more people heard that, felt it, we wouldn't have the problems that we do.
Well, let's talk about the kind of things that you can do for people in our community with your business. What do you recommend when somebody wants to get a business card, for instance?
Well, first I ask them a lot of questions, and half the time I send them home with homework.
Yes.
It's true. Because I ask questions about who are you, what do you do, and who do you do it for?
Mm.
Because those are the questions that will help what I do for you reach the people that you want to reach. If you're not reaching those people, then I wasted your time.
I kind of ordered my business cards in a rush when I did it, and there's no email address on my business cards.
I'm sorry.
But I need to start over on that project.
I think you need to come see me.
I probably will.
That's probably true.
So do you recommend a lot of information on the card, or,
No.
or artwork, or kind of a balance of these two things?
Always a balance. You need your card to be very attractive, but attractive to your audience. So like if you were marketing to fishermen, right? Guys who get out in the water and fish, you probably don't want flowers and butterflies on
Oh
it.
yeah.
You know? And I always tell people you need to have your company name, some line of text that tells the audience what you do, your name, something that tells the audience how you relate to the company, that's your title. Doesn't have to be an official one like president and all that. My title on my business card is I'm the chief visionary. So make it make sense, and then you need contact information that is just how you want to be connected with. If you do not ever want somebody to call you, don't put your phone number on your business card. And I've printed those,
Right.
where it was just an email address, because that's how they wanted to be connected with. That's what you need.
What about other things like embossing and
All the fun stuff?
clear business cards? I mean, I've seen some ones that look like a $20 bill when you hand it to somebody.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
all of these little gimmicks that people have.
That's what they are, they're
and
gimmicks.
marketing sometimes,
And they're all very expensive.
they're very expensive.
And I don't recommend them to any of my clients. Doesn't mean that I don't do them, and it doesn't mean that they're not right for you, but most of my clients are little, tiny solopreneurs. They're just starting up, or they've been running for a while and they're struggling. So I don't recommend that they spend a lot of money on a business card, because while it is your first impression, right? You never get a second chance to have a first impression.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's still just a business card. And if you spend a lot of money making a fancy business card, it's because you're expecting to give that to somebody very, very wealthy. Your business card needs to be aimed at your audience, back to the fisherman or the stockbroker,
Right.
right? You have to impress the audience, and it has to be aimed correctly, or you're not doing it right. It's just the way it is.
Good advice, good advice. So are there any other nonprofits that you'd like to mention? Other events that are coming up in the community?
I'm actually running 2 different networking groups. One is called the Group Zone, and we meet twice a month, the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of every month. And we are, I have notes here,
Excellent.
a community of small business professionals looking for solutions through collaboration. Through helping others, everyone gains.
Win-win.
Win-win, that we're all about helping each other. And then my other group is A Leg Up Small Business Networking. We're all about helping each other. And it's a lot, kind of the same, but not. We meet every Monday from 11:30 to 1:30. And we're a community of small business professionals helping each other develop marketing strategies for maximum impact.
Wow, that's a lot of well thought out stuff in there.
We have given it a lot of thought. So we are all about helping each other grow.
Well, it sounds like the TV station and the radio station would be a part of that.
I would love for
That
them
sounds
to
like
be part of it.
good synergy where we need to connect with the community more, and the community needs us to connect them to the media and to the other people in general.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like great connections for the TV station. Anything else you'd like to mention while you're here? What did you think of our TV station?
I think it's adorable. I know that says that it's little. It is little, but I think that the TV station desperately needs more of us, the small business owners, to care about the TV station, so that we can in turn care about our community.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Want to tell us one more time, introduce yourself to the audience and how they can get a hold of you and all your great ideas?
Thanks. I'm Kimmer Sue with Vision Graphics, Printing and Graphic Design, and we are located at 418 13th Street. And if that sounds a little familiar, that's where First Class Legals is also located. And if you want to call us, we are at 209-527-7371, and we are online at vision-graphics.com.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming by the TV
Thank
station.
you.
Okay. It's Brad Johnson on the community radio station 93.3 FM KPHD. We're at the public access TV studio of MyTV26. They're the nonprofit cable station that connects Modesto with its community. The only local channel on 500 channels of fake news on Comcast cable here in Modesto. But we're Channel 26. We're on all the systems, no matter what tier of cable service you're paying for. We're in the basic tier and we're in the advanced tiers too. So we've been on there, and we're probably Modesto's oldest broadcast station at this point. And I found another person in the community to talk to. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, I'm Heather Sequeira. I'm owner of Little Foodies, lunch delivery service for your little loved ones.
Well, tell me what that's about.
Well, I do healthy fun lunches for young kids and toddlers. I deliver to preschools that don't offer a lunch program. Even if they do offer a lunch program and the parents want to utilize my services anyways, I deliver. I also, for added convenience, deliver to your home or office, or the customer's home or office.
Well, that sounds like a really good niche market.
Yeah, I believe it is. You know, the way I look at it is everybody is paying for prepped meals that are healthy because they don't have the time. So I look at it as, why wouldn't they do that for their children? You know, more or less, I look at myself as a healthy alternative to a Happy Meal or a Lunchables. You know, all my ingredients are fresh fruit, no preservatives, no nitrates. I try to make everything as healthy as possible, and I make everything fun too. So it kind of promotes the creativity and the healthy eating. So.
Well, I know I'm getting hungry just talking about it.
I know.
You have some pictures of some of the stuff that
I do. Yes, I do a.
That looks fun.
It is fun. Yeah. This is a little pirate lunch here. We have a little string cheese octopus. People on the radio can't see, but it's a little half a hoagie, you know, with little olive potholes and a string cheese octopus, and yeah, see, we have the fresh fruit here, a little bit of goldfish. Like I said, my lunch meat, no nitrates, no preservatives. So I have a lot of different little things that I do. I do Mickey and Minnie and just all kinds of fun stuff. So not only, you know, does it promote the kids to eat healthy, but it makes them feel special too. When it gets delivered at school and they feel special.
I would imagine they really look forward to that.
They do,
Yeah.
you know, from what I hear, everybody that's utilizing it so far seems to be really enjoying it. I do offer two options. I have an all organic option, and that is, can I say the prices?
We can't say the prices.
No?
No. How about if we just say it's affordable?
It's very affordable,
Okay.
especially for what they're getting, you know, the convenience of delivery, organic, nutritious, and fun.
A break from making lunch?
And a break from making lunch. I mean, most of all, yeah, the convenience of it. Not having to worry. Just take your kid to school and just know their lunch is going to be there because I'm on it. Yeah.
So what kind of volume are you working with at this point? Is it just getting started, or have you been doing this a while?
I'm literally just getting started. You know, I just got licensed late last year, I think November, through the health department. So, you know, I do have, you know, my license.
How was that process?
That was not fun.
Was it?
No, it wasn't fun.
So you'd recommend some streamlining in our county health service?
I would, you know, it's, I do believe there was one person in particular, and she was amazing and super helpful. She told me what I could do instead of what I couldn't do. So there seems to be a lot of what I can't do. And I was like, either way I'm doing this, so just tell me what I gotta do, because it's gonna happen, you know, one way or another. So there is some amazing people in our county health department, and, you know, that's all I'm gonna say about that. It wasn't an easy process, but you know what? Nothing really ever is.
But you got through the hurdle, so that's great.
Yeah.
How do people find out more and maybe see the menu and get a hold of you?
Well, I am on Facebook. Well, I have my own website. It's well, obviously we know that, but it's littlefoodies209.com.
You better spell that one for us.
Little Foodies?
Yeah.
Little, Little, Foodies, Foodies 209, because I serve the 209 area code. .com. And I'm also on Facebook, and Facebook is a really good thing to check as far as what I'm up to, because I post daily on Facebook all my deliveries for that day, just so the parents see what their kids are getting, you know, and they can keep, you know, they can kind of keep in the loop, and they can comment back and forth with me, and they can just be part of their children's nutrition. And so I'm at Little Foodies 209 on Facebook as well, and I'm also on Instagram, which is little _foodies 209. So I'm all over the place, and feel free to call me, and I don't mind giving you my number, because this is what I post out. Yeah, it's a business. It's on my car. Right. You know, for crying out loud. So my number, if you would like to hear more about it, or talk to me, or set something up, or know somebody, or if you're hungry. Yeah, I do protein packs for the adults too, just by the way. Like eggs, cheese, like little to-go protein
to keep up with the kids.
Right, yes. So you can reach me at 209-556-3917. And
one more time.
209-556-3917. And email me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, HR Sequeira. I'll spell that for you. That's Sequeira 209@gmail.com.
That's great.
Yeah.
Tell me about your interface with the organization that's here today. How's that been? And do you recommend that for other women that have businesses that are getting started?
You know, honestly, these groups have been a godsend. This is my second time meeting with the Successful Women's
Successful business.
We need a sign.
Successful Business Women's Networking. Is it society group? Okay. This is obviously this is only my second time, but
My first.
Your first? Yeah. And I'm also part of another networking group as well. I'm not. Don't know if I can say that one.
Go ahead.
Here. No. Okay.
That's not going to hurt anything, is it?
No. Well, let's just not, just in case. Well, anyways, these local groups have been absolutely amazing for me. Most of my business that I've got has been because of the networking through these people.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, it's all word of mouth, and everybody knows somebody. And that's the thing. I now know this many more people that know this many more people, and it's all about, working for each other, helping each other, and genuinely wanting each other to succeed. And I think it's great. I feel so much more part of my community. I feel good. I like it, and I recommend it to anybody that's starting a new business or a local professional or looking to get more client base, I should say.
More connected with your community.
Connected
That's the
with
way
your
I would
community.
say that,
Yes, yeah. So no, it's been a godsend for me. I love it. I mean, all these women have been great.
All right, introduce yourself to us one more time for the audience in case they just tuned in.
Yeah, I am Heather Sequeira, owner of Little Foodies lunch delivery service for your little loved ones. Call me, get some meals.
I think that's
For your
good.
little
I
ones.
think you're going to be very successful.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Aw,
you have
thank
a
you.
good niche, and there's a lot of market there, and I think you're onto something. And
Thanks.
you'll probably be buying our TV station next time we meet.
I hope so. You know what though? I won't forget about you.
Great.
You have, I
Yeah,
promise.
remember us when you're famous.
I will. I
Okay,
will.
thanks for stopping by the TV
Okay,
station.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Well, my name is Mary Lou, and I'm representing Second Chance Consignment Costume Corner. It's a local business that's been in Modesto for over 30 years. It's a women's consignment shop. We serve all the local ladies of Modesto. They bring in their clothing for us to consign for them. It's a great place.
Where you at?
3113 McHenry. We are next to a building, I'm sure many locals would have known it was called the Big Yellow House. And now it's
Oh, yeah,
dermatology
yeah.
clinic. So we're right next door to that, and that's where the shop is.
That's a good location.
Yep. It used to be on Tully and Bowen. That's where her mother actually started the store. The owner is Christy George. Her mother started the store back in the mid-'80s, and tragically she passed away from cancer. So Christy took over the store, and they moved from Tully and Bowen about 6 years ago to the current location on McKinley.
And what kind of stuff do you have in there?
It's all women's clothing, jewelry, accessories, anything a woman can wear. And it's also in the back is a full-service costume shop. I don't know if anyone participated in the May the 4th that Modesto had last weekend. Well, a lot of our costumes, Jedi, we rented Darth Vader costumes, so a lot of our costumes are represented downtown Modesto.
Oh, all the costumes.
Yes, all the costumes. We have over 1,000 costumes and accessories for rent for sale. And we also take, if anybody has costumes that they would like to consign, they can bring that in, and we'll take it.
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
Because people get elaborate costumes,
Yes.
and then what do you do once the event's over?
It stays in the closet and gathers dust, but you can dust it off, bring it in, and we'll consign it for you.
And then
You can get some money back.
how's the pricing there? Is it?
Very affordable, very affordable. We have many name brand clothing. We have Chico, Dress Barn, and Taylor, Loft. We have some vintage items as well. Very, very affordable. So I would, and we have so many different styles. We have sizes from extra small all the way up. And,
You want that?
They're
Cut you out covered there, didn't I?
well, no, we don't do men's clothing, sorry, but yes, we do. And I would think, if you came in, the ladies come in, you'll find something. We have jewelry, we have purses, we sell Coach purses, we have a Louis Vuitton purse right now on consignment. So we take all items, bring them in, and we'll go through them and let you know what we can do.
So the way that would work is if someone had something that they wanted to, they didn't have room in their closet for or whatever, bring it in, and then they would set the price on it, or you would set the price?
We set the price on it, yes.
And then
We ask that you go through your items, make sure that you check the clothing, the zippers work, there's no stains, spots, tears, buttons are all intact. Purses, just go through and make sure there's nothing in the purses, and bring them in, and we'll go through your items.
And then, do you get a percentage of the sale?
Yes, right now it's a 60-40 split, 60 for the store, 40 for the customer. And how it works is we set up an account, and as your items sell, the account will accumulate. So a lot of ladies like to come in and have like a little shopping spree off their money that they've earned, or they'll send family members in too. We have a lot of mothers that are bringing their daughters in when they were younger. They were shopping at the location on Tully and bringing their daughters in too. So it's really neat to see the generations come through.
So how do you deal with something that's been there for a while and it hasn't moved? Do you have like a way that you reprice it to make it move, or?
Well, we give the consignors a choice. We can either, if they don't want to see their clothing again, it's called a donate. So what will happen is after the clothing stays out for 60 days. So after the 60 days, if they don't want it, it's considered a donate. So it gets turned over to the store. Or we have a local charity, Stanislaus Family Partnership. Excuse me. That's the local charity that we've been donating for.
Well, that's great.
And if they bring their items in at that point in time, we can't take it, and they don't want the clothing back, then we'll donate them too. So weekly, we have lots of items that go in every week, and they support community grandparents that are trying to maybe get custody of their grandchildren, or any type of support that they may need.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's a great charity.
Tell us how to find the store again.
3113 McHenry. Again, we're next to Big Yellow House. Our phone number is 523-1199. We open at 10. We open at 12 on Monday. And come in and see us. I'll be there tomorrow. So if anyone wants to come in and chat and they want to learn more about the store and how it works, we'd love to see. We have customers that have been with us from the beginning, and it's really great to see. Really, really awesome.
It sounds like a good thing.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. We have so much fun. We have regulars that come in, and we're always trying to find things that everybody might like, and we're trying to just keep everything going. It's a huge store. We have everything. We have shoes, and it's almost like, why go to the mall? You have to park and walk
I bet the
a
parking's
mile.
way better.
The parking's right in front. Just stop. Don't come all the way through the store. But it's right there, and you don't have to go to the mall and go to 5 different stores. And we have the shoes, we have clothing, we have accessories, purses, and it's all there in the store. So you can find something. Also, to mention, last year we had some excitement. We had Macklemore came into the store. I don't know if you heard about that video. It's called Glorious.
Go ahead, tell us.
And the store was featured in their video. If you haven't seen the video, it's awesome. His grandmother lives here in Modesto, and if you haven't seen the video, it's a tearjerker. You have to have the tissues when you're done. But he took her around to different locations here in Modesto, and the store was one of them. And they filmed a good portion in the store, and it was really exciting for us to have them stop by. So it was great. It was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. So it's called Glorious. If you haven't seen it, I think it's got over like 13 million views on YouTube.
Wow.
So the store, I like to say that the store has been seen by 13 million people worldwide because of that video. So so if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Okay, well, it'll be 13 million and one.
And one, yep, and
That's
two,
out.
keep
Shut
going,
TV.
climbing, yep. All right.
Are there any other nonprofit events or other organizations that you want to mention while you got the TV station?
Well, I also was involved as a work study at the Modesto Vet Center. I'm a veteran, and I recently went back to school, and I was in the work study program, and I was working at the Vet Center on Carpenter Road.
Okay.
So that's also, we support, we give local veterans counseling. It's also a great.
So people should contact the building?
If it's for veterans, if veterans that are suffering from PTSD, and that's the counseling they provide down on Carpenter Road. So there's local family members that or if you're interested, they can come in and talk with the counselor there and see if they're eligible for services.
Okay, and then that's different than the Veteran Center at Coffee and Sullivan?
Yes, that's the Veteran Service Office. That they mainly provide benefit information and county. It's a county office. The Veteran Service Center, that's a separate, and it's just counseling only.
And then, so those younger people that are coming in there?
Yes, if they have traumatic, if they counseling, if they need counseling, then we will assess them and see if they're eligible for services, and it's completely free. And they also offer counseling for family members too.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you have another contact over there?
Oh gosh, I didn't write it down on paper. Let's see. Oh gosh, I can't think of the number.
We have,
I'm
we have
sorry.
a trick on TV. What we'll do is we'll look it up and
Okay.
then we'll put it on the bottom
Oh,
of the
that would
screen.
be awesome, yes,
Right?
yes,
It's
yeah.
magic.
Yes, if that's there, I know, I didn't, I should have wrote it down, I wasn't prepared with it.
I saw that building when they were putting that in, you know, because I go by there sometimes, so I always wondered what they were doing there. So thank you for filling us
Okay,
in.
well, thank you.
And thank you for coming to the TV
Yeah,
station.
well, thank you, this is great, I think this is awesome, meets wonderful local ladies in business, and it's just a great service that you're providing for the community.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Brad Johnson from the community radio station, 93.3 FM, and we're down here at the community TV station, My TV 26, literally down here because the TV station's downstairs and the radio station is upstairs. And Modesto Sound's up there. We have a lot of other customers in the building. And your turn's coming up, Lynette, so you got to think about other people in the building we're going to talk about here in a little bit. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience and tell me what you're up to.
Okay, my name is Barbara Zavela, and I represent Send Out Cards. I'm a referral partner for Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards is an online system that lets you send real greeting cards and gifts right from your computer or cell phone.
Ah, okay.
So
Well, that
you-
sounds pretty new. Tell me about that.
You could take a picture with your phone, put it on a greeting card, and send it to somebody in the mail
Ah, and then there's...
right from your phone.
Right. And then is that more affordable than a greeting card in the store?
Yes, it is.
I
Very
like-
much more
I like
affordable
that.
than a
Because
greeting
those
card.
cards are so expensive sometimes. And then, you know, if you're giving it to a guy, it's... I'm not real sentimental about cards. It's just, that's just me. But
The thing is that if you have a business, you need to express appreciation and gratitude to your existing client base
or
and
maybe
to
your
prospects
employees too, huh?
and your employees, because, and maybe even your wife or your kids or your mother, because we take the people in our life for granted,
We do.
and we shouldn't. Unexpressed gratitude doesn't do any good for anybody, but expressing gratitude does wonders for both the person you express it to and for yourself.
Exactly.
And so the founder of the company, Cody Bateman, he wants people to be able to act on their promptings easily, because we have promptings. I know you've thought sometime somebody did something for you and you thought, I should send them a thank you card.
Exactly.
And then what happened?
Then you don't have time. Something prevents you from completing that
Yes.
gratitude.
Exactly. Exactly. So we even suggest that people do a 30-day gratitude challenge. You send a heartfelt card of gratitude to one person every day, a different person every day for 30 days. And we guarantee that will change your life.
I would imagine it would. All the people around you would feel more appreciated.
Yes, and you would feel wonderful for having expressed all that gratitude.
I would imagine that sounds wonderful. That sounds like some philosophy that's in an important book somewhere.
Yes, I'm sure it is somewhere.
So tell me how people would engage in that.
Well, they can go to my website, easypersonalcards.com.
Oh, good job on the website.
And they could also call me or text me. My phone number is 510-432-3348.
So they would go to the website and
And from the website, they would be able to send a free card to try it out for free.
then somebody like me who's not really good with words on cards, they'll be able to find them.
There's cards that are pre-made there, or you can design your own. You can pick a card that's pre-designed and then add your own message to it. You can add pictures to it.
You can like snap a picture on your phone or whatever.
Right.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And then can it go to multiple people?
Yes, there are. You can send it to as many people as you want. You can create, if you're a business person, you might want to have a multi-touch campaign. So it sends one card now, and then it sends another card
Oh,
automatically,
yeah.
you know, 3 months from now.
Thank
A birthday
Thank you,
card.
and it's time for
Yeah.
you to get your oil changed again.
Yeah.
I think I've got a few like that.
Well, for a car dealer or a car, an auto shop, I've always thought it would be great. They know when your car came off the line. Because of the VIN number, they can tell that. Wouldn't it be great to get a birthday card for your car?
For people who bought a new car, I think that would really connect with them. Yeah, like, oh, it's my car's birthday. And then I've gotten birthday cards from businesses too that have surprised me. So I can see how that would be good leverage for a business to
Yes.
stay connected with their customers and
Definitely.
remind them that
We care.
of the great experience they had the first time they were at the business.
Yes, and that we remember them and we appreciate them and we care, because 80% of businesses lost because they feel perceived indifference. They think you forgot about them or don't care about them, even though you might. The perception is that you didn't care about their business. So if you appreciate them, remind them that you appreciate their business, they'll tend to stay with you.
That's great. That's good philosophy. So are you finding that this is a successful venture for you?
I am rewarded by every card that's sent.
Yes, I can understand that. That is.
Yes. It makes me feel good, and every card I send, I feel great about.
That's wonderful. Are there any other nonprofit things going on or other events in your life that we should tell our audience about?
I am on the council for the Agape Villages Foster Family Agency, and they are always in need of more foster families. So anyone out there who is looking to be a foster parent should contact Nina Payne at the Agape Villages Foster Family Agency in Manteca.
In Manteca, okay, great.
And also, there's something else that I would like to mention. There's not really an organization yet, but I sure think we need one. I was listening to a podcast today about the cost of education, higher education, student loans and such, because I've been listening to a lot of stuff about finances. And somebody there mentioned that there used to be apprenticeships, internships, things like this, work-study programs. I think that the businesses in the area need to step up and offer internships and apprenticeships and work-study programs to the schools. So it wouldn't be a cost for the schools. It would be help for the students and help for the businesses. Here they get, free labor.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. And so many people, young people now, have a hard time transitioning from student to individual in a workplace. And it helps transition that they gain valuable job skills in that process.
Well,
and a lot of businesses really need some new ideas, and
Yes.
it helps with that.
Well, the other thing is that we expect kids in high school to know what they want to do with the rest of their life. But they don't.
Most of them don't. Yes.
The example given on the podcast I was listening to was one of the guys had decided when he was a kid that he wanted to be a doctor. So he told his mother that, and his mother said, "You're going to go work as a candy striper." He went and worked as a candy striper and decided he hated hospitals. He was not going to be a doctor. So
it's very important
to try stuff
know
out.
that.
You got to try stuff out.
You got to try that out. You don't want to go through the whole program for a particular career path and then try it and go, oh, this is terrible.
Exactly. What if you spent all that money becoming a lawyer and then you go out and you do it and you hate it? Now you're stuck doing what you hate for the rest of your life,
So it's really important to get life experience. Sounds like you've had a lot of life experiences, and I'm really glad that you came in to talk with us today.
Well, thank you.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience one more time.
Barbara Zavela, easypersonalcards.com, 510-432-3348.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
So we're back at the community radio station. I'm Brad Johnson from upstairs at 93.3, and we're downstairs at MyTV 26, which is on cable TV in Modesto. And I got another guest in the studio. Thank you for joining me. Tell me, introduce yourself to the audience.
Thanks for having me. My name's Neil Sequeira, and I make salsa, and that's why I'm here to tell you guys that I make salsa. And I have a partner that makes a green salsa. I make a red salsa.
Wow.
We're trying to get started. We're trying to get into farmers markets and really trying to promote it and show you guys how good our salsa is.
What makes your salsa different from other salsas?
It tastes better. I know. You hear that a lot, but you go to open up a bottle that you get from the supermarket, and it just has that watered down taste, and ours doesn't. We put a lot of money into it, we put a lot of time into it, and it tastes a lot better. I think the reason for that is that once you get big and you start manufacturing it, your ingredients have to kind of go down in price so you can make a good profit. And I don't think that should be the case. I think we should stick with the ingredients and good ingredients, and because you keep the taste that everybody thinks salsa should taste like.
What are the important ingredients for salsa?
Can't tell you that.
Oh. Well, what about where should they come from?
Well, you should get them from any supermarket or fresh or garden, and anything that you can get to make it taste fresh and good and stuff like that. We do a ghost pepper salsa. I like to go to Sprouts, and get the ghost peppers from there. They're nice, they're healthy looking, and probably the only place that really carries them. So that's what we'll make a ghost pepper salsa with. And the green salsa, my partner won't let me know what ingredients he puts in that one. We're gonna wait until we get the legals out of the way, but he does a lot. He puts a lot of time into his green salsa, and it's all fresh and stuff like that. And it's good on enchiladas and morning omelets and stuff like that. It's really good green salsa, the best I ever tasted. That's how we got together. We started working together, and we swapped salsas, and we just looked at each other like, we should start a business. And we were like, yeah, we should start a business. And then I drew the logo, and he kind of came up with the concept. He's like, I want a smug pepper, so I want something proud. It's like that, so I started drawing it up, and I'd show him pictures, and he said, oh yeah, that's good. So then we went to a graphic designer, had to make cards and the whole printout and PDFs and the whole deal there. And we're just trying to get kind of on our feet, trying to do farmers markets and trying to get licensed and all the stuff that is involved in that. And my wife, which was just here doing little foodies, she's helping me with that because she's had to go through all the things that you have to go through to do that. And she also makes the salsa because now I gave her the ingredients and told her how to make it. And when I'm at work and she's doing her thing and she's not doing little foodies, she has the time to actually make a bunch of jars of salsa for people, take orders and stuff like that, so we can keep it going that way.
So how would people get a hold of you, and how much salsa can you make for the next party?
I can make any amount of salsa that you could want on the spot. It's very easy to make. It does take a lot of ingredients, but it's very easy to make. I can make probably 138 pints in half an hour.
Quite a few. So you handle any demand, basically.
Yeah.
And then what kind of a warning would you need? I got a party tomorrow night. Can you make my salsa? Should they call a week ahead of time?
No, that would do. That would do right there.
Salsa on demand.
Salsa on demand.
How do people get a hold of you for that salsa?
You get a hold of me at 209-556-3917, and that would be the red salsa. We could do ghost pepper salsa. We could do sweet salsa, like actual fruit salsa that you could do with like Hawaiian barbecue chips.
Mm-hmm.
Those taste pretty good there. And we do all types of salsa. But the green salsa, that takes a little bit more time and it's a little bit more involved. You need to give it a little bit of notice, like a day, 2 days. You go with Richard Galindo. That's my partner for the green salsa, and that would be 209-622-9759.
One more time.
209-622-9759
for green salsa.
For green
And
salsa.
then for red salsa, what's the phone number?
For red salsa, it's 209-556-3917.
And introduce yourself to my audience just in case they weren't paying attention the first time.
All right, if you guys weren't paying attention the first time, my name's Neil Sequeira, and my partner is Richard Galindo, and this is Salsation Salsa.
And you're in Modesto?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you for stopping by the TV station.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you wanted to mention to the audience while we have the microphone out?
That's pretty much wrapping it up. I'm kind of nervous behind the camera. So.
You did great. You did just great. Go ahead and say hi to your mom or something while you're here, babe.
Hi, Mom.
Good job, good job. Okay, thank you for stopping by the TV station.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Johnson from upstairs at 93.3. I've come downstairs to the community TV station. Lynette is from the Lynette Scott Business Complex, who's the owner of the building and has helped tremendously with community media in the area to help us have a roof over our head and a place to have synergy with the local community and bring local media back to the Modesto market, because our local TV station, Channel 14, got pushed off the dial by digital TV. And it's just been a struggle to keep the public access station on after the city of Modesto pulled support for that. So you've been instrumental in helping keep that organization alive by being a member of the board of directors for the TV station for so long. So I wanted to just say I really appreciate that, and I've been around long enough to know that you've really put a lot of effort into the local community with that whole organization. So I want to say thank you very much for that.
Thank you for paying me attention to that. Yes, My TV 26 is your public access TV channel. So remember, come down and see us sometime. You can get me at 209-480-8951 and come and see the place, and then you'll understand why it would be good for you to come down. We're also here with Sherry from Successful Businesswomen. Sherry, do you want to say something?
Yes, I'm Sherry Gillette, and I'm here to support My TV 26 and Successful Businesswomen's Networking Group, which you can find on Meetup. Look on Meetup and contact Sharon Nyman for any information on Successful Businesswomen's Networking Group. It's a great opportunity for women to get together and support one another, and we have a lot of fun and support each other's businesses, encourage one another. Lots of opportunities for referrals, and we have speakers and education. It's a great time. Look on Meetup and contact Sharon Nyman. Also, very excited here to be supporting My TV 26. Very important for public access, so if you have an opportunity to look at My TV 26 and support your local public access TV station, that's a great opportunity for you to continue to get public news and information and news that matters to you and our local community. And very happy to be here with Lynette and the group tonight.
Yeah, so remember, a lot of the news that you do hear about Modesto is what? Murders, robberies. There's a whole lot more that goes on. There's a whole lot more that goes on that we would like to be the people to show it for you. So expand your vision with public access television.
I think it's important that we tell our own stories rather than let the media pick which stories they want to tell about us. I mean, everybody in the country knows who Scott Peterson is, but how many people have heard about the individuals in our community that have helped so much with different issues? Those people don't make the national news, but their stories are important nonetheless. And community media, like the TV station and the radio station, help us find out about these people that are doing important work in our community and inspire people to be better, I think.
Yeah, and that's what we're about. Like, you can sponsor your own business, but also present something that you're really interested in, and you use your business to sponsor that. Because there's a lot of work, like so many people that are helpful in the community, whether it's sports, whether it's good turns to other people.
There's a lot of people doing good work in our community, and we don't really hear about them. And,
right.
and unless they have a sponsor for that issue, the newspaper's not interested in talking about it too much because, well, for one thing, they're not a Modesto company anymore. They're really not in our community. They've sold the building. So it's kind of up to us to bring the local voice back to our community. So that's what we're doing here. If people have a business out there and they want to help community media, they can sponsor shows on the TV station or just sponsor the TV station. We're kind of like PBS, public broadcasting, except we're not part of a big corporation. We're a local organization. We're a local public broadcast. So we're looking for businesses that want to be involved in the community or have information that they want to put out. We want to be the channel to connect people in our community. So we want to be there to cover the local parades, the local events, the graduation, local sports.
That's right.
All the things that are not sponsored now and carried by the local media. And I mean, you don't hear about the high school basketball game on Sacramento television broadcasts. You don't hear about local community work, especially right here in our Loma neighborhood. There's a lot of good things going on. They have a community garden, they have a walking path, people are exercising together in the park, there's bicycle races, there's all kinds of things going on in our community. So we want to bring that media to the forefront and give it to Modesto. So Modesto needs to help us get there, because right now a few volunteers are continuing to run this channel. The city has pulled all their support. They're not really worried about helping with that, and every person in elected office has taken a sworn oath to uphold the Constitution, and free speech is part of the Constitution. This is free speech, and without these small community stations, free speech disappears, and it's only speech that's backed by money. So this is the voice of the people right here. So we're looking for people that will support that. It's very important.
Yes, we are independent from the education and the government channels, and a lot of people don't realize or even know that we still exist. So come along to 110 Santa Barbara Avenue, Modesto. It's just behind the green building, behind the Jack in the Box on Yosemite Boulevard.
And then we have a TV website, mytv26.tv.
Yes.
And you can drop by the website and get connected with the community. If you want to get a hold of me and be on the radio, that's what we do. You can get a hold of me. I'm Brad at valleymedia.org, and you can dial up the radio station and listen to the radio station. We have streaming content here, and we have a TV studio that we've kind of put together with what was left over from Channel 14, our old community TV station. So we have a lot of equipment here, but we don't have a lot of volunteers, and we don't have the sponsors to continue to keep this going, to sustain community media in our area. So we're counting on the public to get involved and support community media. Support it politically with the city council and the town council, and especially with the county supervisors. The county supervisors have allowed the cable company to take us off the air, and we haven't had a public channel. They literally kicked the churches, the community groups, the high school production companies, the theater groups. They all lost their channel, and the county supervisors were indifferent to this loss of free speech and access to the airwaves in our area. So we need to make sure the county supervisors and the city officials are aware of how important the public channel is. We have a government channel and we have an educational channel. There are 3 channels in our community. The educational channel is just an educational channel in name. They have very little programming on there. The government channel has been forced to carry our county meetings and our city meetings, but they do this at a time when people don't see it. They really need to replay those after work so people can participate in the local government. But I have a feeling they don't want people participating in local government. But I think that it's important that we all engage, because by engaging in politics, we can become a democracy here in the United States, and I think that's very important for us to have a voice. Anything else you ladies want to say? Do you have any other nonprofit events coming up in the community?
No events coming up. Just want to remind everybody to look on Meetup, and if you're a businesswoman and you want to join Successful Businesswomen, please reach out to Sharon Nyman, and she will be able to get you connected with with Successful Businesswomen's meetings that we have twice a month.
And even if you just Google Successful Businesswomen, it will come up, and it's the one with the pink phoenix symbol, so that will let you know where it is. And again, remember, expand your vision with public access television. Come down. You can have a group like we've had today with the Successful Businesswomen, and you can promote what you're interested in.